You're not supposed to steal a car. Why do you need a class to tell you don't steal? The crowd that you were hanging out with, if they were here, they would say, it's the crowd I'm hanging out with. You're in your 30s. You're not a teenager.
Welcome to Bench Report Court Cam.
Alyssa Gonzalez. And she's not April Gonzalez. She's just Alyssa Gonzalez, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor, yes.
And are there any applications in this case?
No applications, Judge.
Okay. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000487 State versus Alyssa Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Renee Munoz on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez.
And are you Ms. Gonzalez? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review that with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Gonzalez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Ms. Gonzalez, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of? Yes.
Interrupt you. We're proceeding on, I believe, count 2, later count 1.
That's correct.
All right. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand in count 2, you're charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge, that is correct.
Ms. Gonzalez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, John.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, John.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the state jail facility. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. The state will take in consideration 2025 CR 0000472, and there's $800 restitution to Orlando Perez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, John.
Defense is at the plea.
That's correct, Judge.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, John.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, John.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
No objection.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, John.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, John.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, John.
The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing the same, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. In reference to Ms. Gonzalez, I had the chance to speak with her regarding the offenses that she had picked up. And I know that the court maybe has some concerns as to the questionable thinking. My client has notified me at the jail that she has been getting MRT, moral recognition therapy treatments, in terms of addressing some of the questionable decisions she has made that led her to being here in front of the court today, Judge. In light of that, she is willing to undergo at the state jail classes, as well as vocation, as well as substance use, to address some of those issues and hopefully continue with the MRT there at state jail. We're asking the judge, in light of that, her eagerness to do that, if she can be presumptively entitled to diligent participation credit, also known as the 80-20 rule, in light of the fact that she wants to make those changes and continue to address those changes in thinking.
All right, how old are you?
32.
All right, why don't you know right from wrong? I mean, it would seem that people would know, hey, you're not supposed to steal a car. Why do you need a class to tell you don't steal?
The crowd that I was hanging out with.
I'm sorry, what?
The crowd that I was hanging out with.
The crowd that you were hanging out with? Let me just tell you, if they were here, they would say it's the crowd I'm hanging out with. You're in your 30s. You're not a teenager. So again, that doesn't answer my question. So why do you need a class for somebody to tell you that stealing is wrong? And here you are driving around in a vehicle where the ignition is broken and the steering column is damaged, and you're just riding around in it. And if the police would not have caught you, you'd still be riding around in it. Do you have children? I'm sorry, a son? How old is he?
I have 2 sons.
Two sons. How old are they?
13 and 11.
All right, and you don't take care of either of them. Somebody else does.
My husband wasn't.
All right, so you don't take care of any of them. Are you paying child support? If they had to depend on you to survive, they would not survive because you're not paying child support. You're just out here stealing vehicles. All right, court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine. Taking consideration 2025 CR 000472, there's to be restitution of $800 to Orlando Perez, and I'll order the therapeutic community. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. You need to do better, because right now somebody else is raising your children and you don't have a part in their life whatsoever. And I don't understand why you would need MRT to tell you, I pick up a crime, somebody else is taking care of my children. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks for watching. Stick around longer and click the highlighted videos to your right. See you there.